Hello, welcome back to the Tribute. We are in Illusion coming to review R16 and Dhabi Grand Prix. And this is down to the line between Ed and Danny to win the driver championship standings, and Danny has got the upper hand on Edward coming into this race, as I believe ADMG is looking to get the best performance he can in this race. So this will be a very good and interesting race to come to. I believe he's the second one. It's actually the not. We've got some tier 2 drivers. We've got Fakey in again, and I believe also is he Trogo? Yes, he is in. No, Joran is the first one, obviously. Al is pulling a sector 3, of course. 21 corners on this track. It can be a tough track. You just gotta hit your braking zones perfectly around this track. Yesterday's race was a little bit boring, in my opinion. There wasn't much overtaking. Everybody was really spread out, but the Redner now is approaching the line to set the first time lap of qualifiers, so we'll see what he can do. Joran, he did race last week's Grand Prix, I believe he did actually, a solid performance. So let's see what he can do as he is approaching sector 3. He's on the mediums, however. 17 seconds in. You know, I don't know personally what times he's supposed to set around Abu Dhabi. Is definitely a Grand Prix that I personally hardly race. Be interesting. Bossy has retired from the session, so there's 16 cars, obviously, but be interesting. As Joran's now gonna approach the exit of Sector 2 and now coming to the entry of Sector 3. He's looking to be very aggressive on this timed lap. You never know, this setup could be just a fast one, or it could be consistent. Sorry there, a bit of an interruption by my brother, just coming in to get his stuff. Hopefully he does not interrupt me again. So 33.7 of the McLaren, that's on the softs. I believe Barker actually went quicker than that. So AB on. AB in 32.9, that is a very impressive lap. FIFA Legend, not the best lap. How's Banky doing? He's doing alright. Felipe actually goes into P2 for 3.3. No, Banky in the Red Bull, he's been struggling lately. What can he do? I believe most of the drivers that are currently driving, if you are watching the stream, if you want to continue racing, guys, make sure you do the sign ups, as EDMG goes P2, and that is a great, fantastic lap so far in qualifying. His first lap, Edward is coming into this race with full confidence. Danny is calling the pits, however. That is my phone. I better turn that off. Silence, sorry. Alfie, where the hell is your gamer tag? That's Lords. Ah. Spamming you now. Right, where were we? Banky went P4, Trugger P6. Alfie's finally joined. Alfie's left. Okay, we'll invite him back. Alfie joined. Hello. We're doing good. You forgot. I tried ringing you twice. You need to explain yourself. I do not know. But we are live. Off. Your best friend EDMG is currently P2 by setting of 33.2. But Daddy is on his outlap coming far around the final corner. So let's see what Daddy can do. Coming into the first corner very nicely. It's the apex nice and lovely there. Daddy in the racing point, you know, he's got a car in front of him. What is that going to give him a bit of a tour here? He sets the fastest sector 1. You know, AB broken to the 32s here. FIFA Legend gets out of the way. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and that is a result of, I believe, the Ferrari, I believe. I think I got mixed up who was blocking him, but Daddy is flying out here on the straight. It's now going to downshift all the way to gear 2. Now I'm going to upshift to gear 3. It's now in the DRS range as he is coming on a bit of a straight here. You know, he's going to approach the exit of sector 2, gets fastest sector 2. Now in the entry of sector 3, however, he's hitting these apex nice and lovely here. He's now going to come round, he's going to just come round, he's going to probably downshift all the way to gear 2. Yes, he is. Now it's just to gear 3 quite early there. He's got a sticky gear 3. Hits the apex nice and lovely. Yes, invalidation! Have you included? Yeah, what? So we have currently 6 viewers yet in you know, it's round 60 in the last race, and you know, AB Broker is still on board with him. In fact, you know, he was on his outlet, but he's coming out. He's losing speed here. Now on a bit of a straight. That as Alfie has left the session.
Hello?
Zoom.
Right, I think stream should be able to hear me now.
Yeah, I can. My phone's next to me.
Okay, cool. Basically, yeah, I was connected on my phone.
AB Broker gets fastest sector 2 on the other hand, as we could hear Alfie actually finally speaking on stream.
Woohoo!
So now he's going to downshift all the way to... Ooh, he's going to stick in actually gear 3. That's actually interesting there. Stay in gear 3. It's going to be invalidation there. So QBR 20 Joris.
It's like Boris, but with a jack. Yeah, my favourite Prime Minister is Joris Bonson.
Edward is now in P4. So he is being pushed down by 2 positions, Logan beating him up, and actually his teammate. Felipe, how's he doing in? Didn't it Ross's car? RIP. How's Mods doing on invalidated? His teammates invalidated.
Ah no, Ed's invalidated his lap. I think he's gonna save. He's either gonna save his tyres, go for another one, or he's gonna box onto another set of mediums and then go ham.
Danny is on the mediums now. He did get invalidated lap early on the soft compound tyres. 20 underscore MVK underscore 06. He said hi. Hi to you. I hope you have enjoyed your day and stay tuned for this race.
Who's in the stream?
20 underscore MVK underscore 06. Danny on the other hand got fastest sector 2 on the mediums, so he's speeding his way through the pack.
Yeah, Ed's in.
Got invalidated lap around this corner. Bit of oversteer there, that could cost him, but it looks like he gets really good control of his car here, as he could be down to the final few turns here. He's now on the last turn here, and what's he gonna set? This will be very interesting.
Oh, bit of oversteer. And goes quickest!
32.8. Goes quickest on the mediums. That is a very good lap, and actually very impressive lap by TRT Danny. He looks like he wants to dominate this Grand Prix in style to win the Driver Championship standings. But we're only in qualifying, and there's only around 4 minutes left of the session. Edward is actually in the pits still. Mods is on his outlap. Trogo is on invalidated. Now we'll get on board with Mods, you know. Mods in the Red Bull, currently P8, 133.599. Is that a good lap? I think it's still an alright lap. He just needs to obviously gain some more time. Obviously we have Alfie in the party who got a podium yesterday.
I think it might get revoked, I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
I got a 5-second penalty that I did not serve last race. I retired, and yeah, sticky one. Not exactly ideal. Zed out, yeah. Ed, no, Ed's still in the pits. Come on, man.
You know, Mod's coming in, still in sector 3. He's coming around the final few corners. You know, I just finished watching the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Very good race, I'm not gonna lie.
It was. I was happy with the McLaren performance. That was one of the best moments. But on the other hand, Mods is now on the final corner. He's now going to start his timed lap. He's going to, believe, set his second to third lap as he hits the apex there, nice and clean. I think Dhabi can be... Pardon?
No, it's fine, you carry on. I was going to say something not very relevant.
Right, on the other hand, so Mods is now on the straight. He's going to get open DRS. I believe. It is a yellow flag in Sector 2. It is a Ferrari. It's possibly Duffy's. But on the other hand, Mods is racing. Like me. It's now gonna maybe have a bit of a chance to get a little bit nice. Not gonna get a tour yet. It is Duffy's on the side of the track. That was just all the way to gear 2, it's just to gear 3, it's just to gear 4, stays in gear 4. He's got to downshift to gear 3 up to gear 4. Yeah, as you are correct, Alfie, a little bit of lockup as Joris has retired. He's now probably got to stick it, who's got to stick it in 3rd gear? Seedle, a little bit oversteer. That's going to cost him some time, but he will have enough time to set another lap. Who else should we get on board with? Bank is on a lap. I believe Chris is also on a lap. He's on a bit of a slow lap. It's going to allow Banky to get past. What's Banky on the set?
Lord Gamer, I think he's not on the lap. I think he's gonna go for one.
Yeah, he's gonna go for one last lap, but Bank is now gonna approach the line. 33.3. Where's that going to put? P7.
Good lap. I'm worried
Game
for
now
Edwards.
starts his lap.
Honestly, I like. Don't get me wrong, Danny. He picked up DRS when it ended. He gave me a league to go to. I have Broken God's quickest.
Ooh,
Going back to what I said. I've mad respect for Danny, but I know
Danny is now on the softs though. Danny is now on the softs. Like, he was quickest on the mediums. He has a little bit of cars in front of him, a little bit of a lock-up. There, as we're still lost 2 viewers, but the 5 viewers stay and watch the race. We had a lot of viewers then for some
FIFA Legends retired.
Yeah, a lot of people will retire here. Felipe is P3, that is finally being confirmed. However, Danny, a little bit of lock-up there, so you never know, that could cost him, you never know, but he's now going to be on a bit of a straight here, like normal.
Come on, Ed. Come on, buddy.
Danny does not get fastest sector 2. But obviously, that's going to definitely cost him. This lap has been ruined, I believe.
Come on, Ed. He's coming round the last 2 corners. Another final corner. He's going to come across the line. Is he going to go quicker? He goes P3 behind Danny. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. I thought I had a slither of hope that I thought Edward could have done it. Unlucky to him.
AB Broken gets pole position as we are going into the race in a minute. As the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix short qualifying, Yas Marina Circuit results. AB P1, Danny P2, EDMG P3. So, you know, very close for the Driving Championship. Felipe gets P4, Joris gets P5, Lord Gale gets P6, Bagley P7, Duffy's P8, Mods P9, Trogo P10, Fakey P11, Brute Gorgon 1, 4, 2, 6, 12, FIFA Legend 1, 2, 3, 13, Joran Vere, I believe that's how you pronounce it, P14, The Bullet 1, 1, 2, 15th, and Rossi P16.
So, immediately, excitement coming into the final race of this season. I, for one, I've been gripped since day one with this league. Obviously, I wasn't a championship fighter, but I had immense fun playing. I think, like I've said, I know Ed's dad's probably watching this, but my love and support goes to your boy. I really, really hope Edward can do it today. Even if Danny does it, I'd still be very happy. He's a nice bloke, and he's he's a class bloke. Nothing more needs to be said. Everybody else down the grid, despite you, obviously, not being the championship fight. I hope a clean and good race for you all. As the session will start in 15 seconds, and we will have the last formation lap for TRL Season 1. Is there anything you want to add to that, Connor?
If Danny gets P1, Danny will win.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so basically, if Danny actually finishes around P4 and EDMG gets P1, EDMG wins. However, if Danny gets top 3, I believe he's definitely won the championship, so it could be a miracle.
This is very Hamilton Rosberg-esque.
Yeah. You never know, EDMG might have paid some people to crash Danny out.
He wouldn't. He'd like to do it on track. Right. Tyres. So, everybody, I say everybody, 9 out of 10 drivers are on the softs in the top 10, apart from Danny, who was set a lap and a half on those mediums to go quickest, to go quicker, and at the time was quickest. And then P11 and P12. Oh, okay. Somebody smashed a brake board low down the grid. So Thaki 10 and Brute Gordon, they've gone on to mediums. FIFA Legend and Jordan have decided to go with the majority and go on to softs. The Bullet and Rossi are on mediums. I think the only downside with starting on mediums is if you have an accidental touch or crash on the first lap, what can you go on? You can go on softs, but then you're going to have to box with everybody else. You can box on mediums, but that means you're going to have to go either soft or hard till the end. That was my dilemma yesterday. I thought I might have been able to win the race if I went mediums rather than softs, but it is what it is. And yesterday doesn't matter, as Woken is about to come into number 1 spot. As 3 people decide to get disqualified on this formation lap.
He could do mediums, soft, mediums, or he could do mediums, hard.
I reckon it will be medium, soft, as the last few drivers are rounding off the grid. We have one exciting race ahead of us. Please stay tuned, viewers. You'll be nothing but excited. 5 red lights, and it is lights out. We are underway. Good getaway there from the top 3. I think Felipe's going to challenge Ed into turn 1. Ed's lost a position, goes a little bit wide, but Woken's already pulled from Danny. Yellow flag sector 1. Brute Gordon has, I believe, spun by turn 1. But currently, as we are, it is Woken P1, Danny P2, Felipe P3. Brute Gordon's retired, and there is a safety car. And already there's people with penalties. Lord Gamer and Jordan's Ver has gotten 5-second penalties. I'm not sure if there's any damage to the car. Obviously, I hope not for the 2, but obviously that will be added to their pit stop. Is anybody going to come into the pits? What do you think, Connor?
Questionable. I reckon Chris maybe come in. personally, just to get rid of his 5-second penalty straight off the back. Maybe on some mediums. Or even hards if he wants to
Be a
figure it
maverick.
out. But I reckon he will come out. I reckon Edward will probably stay out. AB, I reckon will stay out. But I reckon one of the Red Bulls will come in. I believe one of the Red Bulls will come in. I reckon Mods will come. No, I believe Banky will come in actually. He's behind his teammate.
Is anybody going to dive in? Oh, Felipe's came in, promoting Edward up into P3 once again, where he started. Lord Gamers came in. As you predicted, one of the Red Bulls of Mods is in. Duffy's is in. Trogo's in. Jordan's in. Fakey's in. And Joris is in. Damn. Wow.
What to start for the Mercedes of Rossi and the Bullet, as they are P6 and 7 starting at the back, so that is really good for them.
Fair play to those lads.
They are on some mediums. Chogo's gone on the hards like he did yesterday. They paid off and he ended up winning the Grand Prix. He finished P1 in front of you, Alfie.
Shut up.
And Chogo did race fantastic.
Yeah, fair play to
as you can
Trogo.
tell.
I really wish I went on to mediums, but I think the strategy wouldn't allow it. But the majority have gone mediums. We have a couple of brave soldiers on some hards, and then Jordan's gone on to softs. What do you think the strategy is going to be now for those who have decided to go on to hards? Because what can they do?
So if you think about it, you probably want to go on the. Danny will go on the mediums. So approximately maybe lap 10. Maybe stick another set of mediums for another 10 laps and maybe some softs at the end. I believe EDMG will stretch those softs out for at least 11 to 10 laps, then maybe go on to some mediums or even hards in the race. But the key ones is probably the people got on the hards. You know, you got Trogo that's on the hards, and you also got Faker. Trogo went on the hards and he lasted so long on them till that safety car. I believe you were quite a bit in front here, if I was correct, Alpha. Because you both dived in the pits at the same time and you both went on the soft compound tyres. Like you said, you wish you went on the mediums, but it didn't pay off. Most of them did go on the soft compound tyres at the end of the final safety car, so it will be interesting.
I think, how do I put this? I reckon it's going to be very interesting. We have, sudden voice break there. We have,
Is hit puberty.
Mate, honestly, no, we have. I think safety car will come in this lap, but I'm not sure. I think it will be for Ed. He might go soft, medium, and try and push Danny to possibly do the same. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. In F1. Right, there you go. Somebody's. Hello, right, what's going on here then? So, who I know this is quite odd. So, who's your money on at this point? To win the race. We won't say championship. To win the race.
To win the race, it is going to be Felipe.
Okay. Damn. That's in P8.
Pick someone other than Edward to win, and Danny. You can't pick Edward or Danny.
Woken? I reckon Woken or Rossi.
I used to race with Rossi, like when the first game ever came out.
Oh, nice one.
It was very early on. He will remember the league was called Pit Stop. I remember my first race. It was at the
Is safety
British
car in?
Grand Prix.
I think the safety car might be in here.
It should be.
Oh, Ed's got a penalty. Ed's just got a penalty. Oh, that's going to be detrimental for him. Safety car's in. Woken's kept up with the safety car.
That is not good for the McLaren driver.
Woken spun it. So it's Danny, who leads Ed, who leads Banky, who leads FIFA Legend, who leads Boo, who leads Rossi, who leads Felipe, who leads Moss, who leads Duffy, who leads Lord Gamer, who leads Jordan, who leads Trogo, who leads Joris, who leads Aki, and then Woken spinning on the restart. Clearly his tyres were too cold to start pushing, but Edward is on a charge. He has more ERS than Danny, only by 2%. But Ed's gonna have to push like hell. I think he might go for something here. He's catching. Is he gonna use the element of surprise? Danny's gonna go defensive. Ed can't do anything now. Go through the chicane. Can he get a good exit? I think he's gotten a very good exit. Come on, Edward. It's 2 tenths. 1.5 tenths. Yellow sector 2. I'm not sure. By the looks of it, Mods has came together with somebody. Ed's just not very confident to get past Danny at this point. Damn. Ed's going to be pushing. Ed.
Yeah, we got Banky just
Ed's
behind.
wasted
You know,
a little bit more ERS, just
between
3% more than Danny.
And the McLaren too, but it's under half a sec between Danny and EDMG. But you also got Banky trying to still get on the up hand of EDMG, still trying to get under a second. But it's just 1.1 sec between the Red Bull and McLaren. But the McLaren looks a lot faster. You know, you got Banky who's got less ERS than him, and Danny's got the fastest lap. So Danny on the mediums, 4 lap all mediums. You know, they still have not even got the temperatures right into those mediums yet. And you know, you got Edward on the sauce. You never know how long the sauce supposed to be last for. You know, it's supposed to last for around to 9 to 10 laps, I do believe. But I'm not 100% sure. Like I said before Alfie joined, I'm not sure how long each tyre is supposed to be last for.
Okay,
so the live spam.
So softs, like you said, about 8, 9, 10 laps at a push. Mediums you can do. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Danny's strategy will be medium, soft. So he'll pit around about lap 10, which will allow Ed to get an undercut. But it will be critical because he has that 5 seconds. When he goes into the pits, he will have to serve that penalty. He has a little lock-up coming into the chicane. Ed's going to... I really hope that he can revert that penalty because safety car penalties, I think, are a bit unfair because you're going so slow when you're restarting.
So we are on board with Chris, just behind Bullet. Very close and compact to the mid-pack. Looks like that has had a little bit of oversteer there, but keeps control of his car fairly nicely there. But Chris is all over the back of him here. A little bit oversteer there by himself, but manages to lose it. Keep control. He's losing it here. Chris is...
DRS is now enabled. Felipe has set fastest.
Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, Alfie, but Chris looks like he's struggling.
Broken's in. Oh, sorry about that. I wonder what Broken's going to go on. It will probably be mediums or softs. By the looks of it, it's mediums. He's going to go for mediums. Ed's 3 tenths behind Danny, 2 tenths now. He's waited for this all the time. Danny's going to defend it, but Ed's using his
Felipe's
ERS.
going to go for an inside move on the Red Bull of Banky.
Oh, Edward and Danny. They're going to go side by side. Ed has a little lock-up. He's not ahead, but he is there. I think Danny got a bit of oversteer on the exit of the corner. Ed's tucked behind him there.
Ed's going for it.
Is he going to go for it? Go on, Edward, son. Is he ahead? Going into the chicane. They're battling, and he's ahead! Ed has taken the lead of the race from Danny. So maybe at this point the softs are working in Ed's favour. Yes, well in, lads, well in. Let's go, Ed. Right. Head down, buddy. Race is long, you still have 22 laps. Oh, Danny's got an oversteer. He's gone very wide. He's lost about 3/10 there. Felipe set fastest lap again. There's a yellow sector 3. Oh, Fakey.
These mediums.
I'm not sure what's happened to Fakey here. I think he might have had a spin. Bringing in his inner Mazepin.
Under half a second, and he is very close to EDMG and all.
Felipe pitted under the safety car. That's given him much better tyres.
Mod's 3-second time.
He's going to be on a push here. Mods gets a 3 second. I think Felipe.
Like Log Game has ghosted through his teammate there. So Log Game moves up to P6. Rossi just.
Oh, Danny's gaining. Danny's gaining on Ed. Is he going to try anything? Yes, he is. Danny's going to send it. A touch. Ed keeps ahead. Has Danny's not done it, and Felipe's done 2 moves in 1. Felipe now leads. Leads Ed to Danny. So clearly those mediums and pitting under the safety car is working in his favour. Lord Gamer Chris gets ahead of the bullet. Goodness gracious.
Lord Gamer says he wants to be in the business and all, as he can actually finish, I think, in the top 3 of the Driver Championship. Not 100% sure, I believe he can. It's definitely in the top 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ed comes in at this point.
Get on board with Edward.
Yeah, Ed's in. A sensible time as well.
He now has to serve his penalty.
I reckon that will get reverted at the end of the race. Or at least I hope so. Trogo gets a 3-second penalty.
Also, Red Bull's coming in.
Ed's going to go on to mediums, but he's going to get held up. I'm not sure what Danny's going to do. Oh, as Jordan has retired.
He's a DNF. And it's Doran.
I'm not sure what's happened here. Is that a safety car?
No, it is. It will be a virtual, I believe. It definitely will be a safety car.
See,
20 laps remaining in and all.
Broken's ahead of Ed. So Broken could be in this, but obviously Ed had to serve that penalty. But Lord Gamer, Chris, he is behind Danny. I do believe he's gaining 3.6, sorry, my mistake, at the moment. I don't think that there's any on-track battles. I think Bullet just went into the back of Duffy's there. As FIFA Legend gets a 3-second penalty.
Well, I am going to be honest. Alpha.
Yeah.
EDMG's actually been the slower car than Danny. Danny has been quicker than him on track. So that has been a very interesting. As we just had a look at the fastest laps that have been set. So Danny's doing alright.
Just bear in mind, obviously, Danny Mods gets another 3 seconds, and FIFA Legends in. Bear in mind, Danny's going to have to go a fair amount longer. I think to about lap soon. I think he'll go about lap 10, lap 11. I think he will probably go on to another set of mediums. Not 100% sure. As Lord Gamer has gained 2/10. Looks like he's catching as well. As I think there's a bit of a battle here between Bullet and Rossi. As Stakey gets 3 seconds, no surprise. Yeah.
Rossi's gonna go on the outside here.
Rossi's just breezed past Bullets there. There's a little lock up, but I think he's well and truly. As FIFA Legend has now left the session. I'm not sure if that's a connection issue or he's just rage quit.
But the Haas and the Mercedes here going side by side.
Ed and Woken have now caught up in traffic in Thicky and Banky. As Thicky goes a bit deep there, hold up Woken. Bit suspicious. Woken! Oh, Woken and Thicky have taken each other out. This is going to let Ed breeze past. Is he ahead? I think he's ahead of Woken, unless Woken tries anything silly. No. Danny's in, Danny's in, Danny's in, Danny's in, Danny's in.
Danny's on softs. Danny's on the softs.
Danny's gone on
He wants
soft.
to be as aggressive as he can.
As it's been held up in the pits, unless this is a glitch on my end. It's been held in the pits for blooming ages. I think that might have been a glitch on Danny's end. And Ed is now ahead. Ed ahead. Danny is behind Woken and Fake. Bear in mind, Woken did spin on the restart, so I think that is a legitimate P3. Yeah, it would be P3 because Felipe overtook Ed.
Yeah, just quick information, ladies and gentlemen. So Danny had the pit stop glitch. I have had it before, and I've had it in a couple of league races, and it's so annoying. So he's unfortunately being caught up.
He's now second to last. He's going to breeze past Fakey here.
It's going to get him. So this will be interesting for EDMG here, obviously. He's just got a massive amount of points. We'll have a little bit of the front part. Chris P2 is doing okay. He's on the mediums. You know, he pitted under the safety car from the Haas of Brute Gorgon 1426, who sadly retired. Yellow flag is set to 2, and that is a McLaren, and it is QBR20 Joris. Must get a 3-second time penalty.
A safety car!
Another one. A safety car.
Lord Game has decided to come into the pits. Multiple people are coming in. This is not going to be beneficial for Ed, Woken, Danny.
He's on the
Felipe's
hards.
carried on.
Hards.
Yeah, a lot to try and take them to the end. But Joris has retired. As Ed stayed out, Danny's in, Woken's in. Why have they done that? Danny's just came into the pits. Is he going to go?
Mediums.
Danny's going to go for a set of mediums.
He might stretch these out.
Woken, I think, Woken's stretching his wing, so he must have gotten damage. So it's Felipe who is out front. From Oz, from Chris, from Banky, from Duffy's, then it's Ed.
Nice to meet you. 10 viewers. Thank you for coming and watching. Make sure you stay tuned because this is round 16, the last race between Danny and Edward, who can win the championship. And also
right now, if we finish how we are, Ed will be champion. I'm fairly confident he will. How many? It's 6 points for 6, isn't it? No, it's 10 points for 6. So no, he wouldn't.
Chris on the hards. I reckon Chris is gonna stay as much as he can. I believe Felipe will go on the hards and all. We will rock you. Mediums for the racing point. Monsters also came in.
This is actually quite sensible.
Monsters gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's going to cost him 5 seconds of his time.
Might come out in front though. Will Ed come in? I hope. Ed stayed out. Jeez, I think you can agree. Wow, this is why we love racing, because oh my god, this is so cool.
What of Edward's decision? Do you think he should have pitted or not, Alpha?
Honestly, I've known Ed for about a year and a half. and I feel like whatever he does is usually right. Let's hope that he keeps his streak up and finish not only well, but finish in P1. Like I mentioned earlier, now if we were to finish how we are, Ed would be champion. But I think Danny's going to have to pit again. Ed is going to have to pit again. Lord Gamer, Chris, I don't think Chris will have to pit again. Neither do I think Duffy's will. Rossi, I'm not sure if he will have to pit again. Philip might not pit again. FIFA Legend might not pit again. Broken might not pit again. The people who might not pit, they're on hards, and I presume they're going to try and take them to the end, but they will be like a snail compared to everybody else at the end of the race. Not sure about you, Connor, but it's looking good for Ed. As Broken spun it. Broken has just spun or had a half spin whilst trying to warm up his tyres, leaving chicane. But what do you think then? Do you think Ed's done the right thing in staying out?
It's hard to decide, you know why? Because if you think about it, we are not even halfway into the race yet. Half of the race is obviously 14 laps, and we just come into halfway. But that's a very big decision by Edward to stay out. Obviously, you said usually his decisions usually work, so let's hope this can pay off to win the championship for him. You know, Danny's not even in the points yet, so technically, like I already said, Edward's currently winning the championship. However, the race is not over yet. You know, we've got 15 laps remaining. Edward on the mediums. You know, out 4 lap old mediums. Danny's is 1 lap old. You know, you never know what can happen. You know, Felipe is leading. The safety car should be coming in this lap as AB has finally caught up with the crew. You know, we're trying to increase the league as much as possible. And obviously me and Alfie are trying our best to keep you guys entertained of the races, because I understand some races are boring and you just have one person that's flying past them, past other drivers, and it can be a boring race to watch, but still come and watch the races because these are fantastic. As race control just said, safety cars in. So we are going to get back racing as the green flag will get given in a couple of moments of times.
So I'm just looking. Ed at the moment has 1 warning. Danny has 1 warning. So fairly even at this point, both on mediums, both on fairly new mediums as well. I think Ed's are just a little bit more worn in. Let's hope good fortune for both of them as the safety car will restart. Felipe will be controlling the pace, and unlike Woken, as Lord Game and Felipe have just been given 5-second time penalties, this could be detrimental for them. I think Lord Gamer was going to try and go to the end of the race, so those 5 seconds will be added as we are now back underway racing. I think, yeah, Lord Gamer was going to try and take these players to the end. Maybe he can't now. As Danny gains a position, I'm not sure what's happened to FIFA Legend, but he might have disconnected actually. Yeah, I think he's disconnected.
On the hard. Looks like he's doing okay as he's P7 currently, no penalties. Penalties are sandwiching him currently. You know, Trigger has a penalty, so does Mods. You know, the top 2 have a penalty, like Alfie said moments ago, colliding with each other, which gave them a 5-second penalty, I believe, to each other for the collision, which is not going to be good because it's bit of marking the territory of the penalties that have been handed out.
So Bullets gets a penalty, and I think Banky's got a penalty as well.
Yeah, so Danny is currently P8.
Oh, Mods is going to go on Edwards. Mods is going to try and send it round the outside of Ed. Ed keeps ahead. Oh, Mods almost spun there. He's lost a bit of time to Ed. I think that might go down as a racing incident. I'm going to clip it just in case. I think Mods was a bit too optimistic, and Ed could have left a bit more room. I think there's just a racing incident. Ed's behind. He's keeping at a similar pace to Duffy's on those hards. Those hards are a little less one in. They're 3 laps younger. Yeah, exciting. Danny's already in P7. I'm not sure what's happened there. He's flown on that lap back. Danny's pushing a lot more than Ed is. I think Ed's in for the long game. I think Danny wants to get positions made, and positions made now. Stakey gets another 3-second penalty. I think that's his... Yeah, he's got 6-second penalties now. Ed's gaining on Duffy. He's gaining as he sector.
Is in the split stream.
Bullet has retired. There's another safety car. This is the rate of safety cars at this rate. Will anybody
I tell you what, Edward could be in alright position. He could pit here. Honestly, if he picks for another set of mediums, he could have this.
I think mediums go to the end, but I think Danny, his mediums are 3 laps worn in. He went medium, he pitted them onto soft, and then on his out lap on those soft, the safety car came out. He then dove back into the pit, so 2 pits in 2 laps. Lord Gamer has spun! Lord Gamer has spun! Under safety car, the man who we believe is going to try and go to the end of the race. It's now not looking like that at this rate, as he has spun and he is now plumb last. Oh my god, this race has been... If this isn't a title decider, and if this isn't an eventful title decider, then I don't know what is. As Ed's going to come in, Banky is going to come in.
5-second penalty has been handed out to FIFA Legend for ignoring yellow flags. So FIFA Legend all the way in P12 has just picked up a 5-second penalty. Edward is coming to the put. He is now going to go to a set of medium tyres.
The gamer has retired. So he thinks, what's the bleeping point?
ADMG so 1 point currently. Danny, I believe all the way in P4, if I know my maths
12
correctly.
Points.
Yeah, 12.
Does he have fastest as well?
Let's have a double look. Fastest is AB broken.
It's broken. It's broken.
It's broke.
Ed in P10.
Alfie, I bet you cannot wait for tier 3. You cannot deny that. I bet you can't wait for that. Tier 3.
I probably won't be commentating.
You can't commentate the race that I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. There is some.
You remember that?
Shenanigans at the
remember that I did say that I would race in tier 3, so you could roast me.
Nah, I got better things to do, like a go-kart to look after.
Yeah. I'm joking.
Safety car might come in this lap.
Danny in P4. EDMG in P10. That is 11 points difference that will allow. If Danny was P4 now and EDMG were P1, Edward would win the championship.
I think Ed's going to try and take those mediums to the end though. If there's no safety car, I think Danny's going to have to go on to softs until the end. Actually, he might be able to take mediums. No, we're another lap on the safety car. Currently 12 laps to go until the end. My heart is racing, honestly. So I think 6 drivers in total currently have pens. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 drivers that have kept it clean so far. Actually, whilst we're under this, Danny has 2 warnings. How many does Ed have? Ed has just the 1. So Ed could be a bit more adventurous with track limits, and he has that golden ticket just once. Whereas Danny doesn't. If Danny decides to go a little bit more wider, I'm afraid he's going to have to pay the price of a 3-second penalty. And that 3 seconds could be the difference between P1 and P2 in this championship. I think we do believe Danny will be on another stop. Just having a look. Ed's done 2 stops, so he could be able to go to the end. Danny has done 2, but really it's just 1, because he was a safety car. This really hasn't played into Danny's hands. If he were to have pitted again, he would have had to go on to hards and take those to the end. And hards are not the tyres around here, the mediums are the race tyre. Hence why the majority of the field, apart from 3, are on mediums, not hards. They're on mediums. So, it's starting to look a bit spicy. Safety car's going to come in this lap. Connor, what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is a doner kebab with salad, thank you very much. I'm joking. Obviously, Danny is on 5 lap all mediums, however, that could really trouble him. However, AB Broken on the hards, only 4 laps old, he could gain more positions, you know. So, AB Broken still has maybe a chance to win the Grand Prix. But we'll have to find out in 11 laps time, you know, as the safety car is coming in this lap.
A lot of them are still wiggling those medium and hard compounded tyres to get temperature into them. FIFA Legends, we'll have to remove him, so everybody behind is essentially a position up because he has unfortunately left the session. He might be wanting an invite actually. I'm not sure, as we are now underway. We have Felipe, Duffy's, Mods, Danny, Trogo, Bloken, Thaki, FIFA Legends, Banky, EDMG and Rossi all racing, apart from FIFA Legend, obviously he's disconnected. So we have Ed in P9, Danny in P4. I think Danny might get slightly held up here because Duffy's is on that hard compounded tyres and the 2 drivers behind are on mediums. What else? 10 laps left. It's still very much up in arms. Danny's using all of his overtake against Mods here. He's going to make a move on Mods down the inside. I think coming into the hairpin, Mods is going to find it. Is he ahead? Yes. But Duffy's, I think, he's not going to give up that position easily.
He could have the Red Bull here. He's going to look for outside opportunity. He's going to take that opportunity. Is that going to...
Ed's done Fakey down the straight.
As these 2 marvellous, fantastic drivers are fighting it out to their highest quality performance standards. As the standards are high for both these racing drivers coming into this race. You know, ADMG currently P8, he needs to try and push on even further. As Danny is currently P3, so he's in a podium at the moment. Danny would win the championship. He's on 6 lap old mediums. On the other hand, EDMG on 1 lap old mediums. So EDMG looks like he wants to take these tyres to the end of the race, but you know, Danny could go on some softs and he could just speed around the track, but that could cost him a lot of time, as it is around a 20-second, you know, pit stop roundabout, as EDMG is just
Danny
behind
could really do with a safety car, but I don't think at this rate there will be. As Trogo and Bloken are holding up Ed at this point, he's not going to be enjoying this. He's going to be kicking and screaming within that virtual helmet.
As on the straight, as EDMG is not using any ERS.
Danny's doing Duffy's. Danny is doing Duffy's. I think Duffy's might not fight it. Wait, no, he's going to fight it. He's going to fight it. He's going to try and keep it round the outside. But I think Danny might have compromised his line a little. No, he gets the perfect getaway. I reckon Felipe might let Danny pass. As Rossi has now done fakie.
EDMG has a bit of a big
I think
Ed
is just going to try and keep cool on those tyres and try and take him to the end. Banky gets
on 3 seconds.
A 3-second penalty. Is that his first? No. That's his second set of 3 seconds to be added at the end of this race.
Bit of a lock up there by the Mercedes of Rossi into that turn. You know, you got Fakey just behind Fakey. Cuts the corner, that's going to be a 3-second for the Renault driver. As EDMG's gone desperately wants to get past the Red Bull.
Re-enabled for the...
As Mods has spun.
Mods has spun.
Is that going to be a safety car?
Retired there. Is that going to bring out a 4th safety car? I really hope not. I want to see some good action and some good racing if there is a VSC.
This could benefit Danny, but Danny's all the way in Sector 1.
He's just entered Sector 2.
Yes, so on the entry of Sector 2...
I think Ed's very happy because it's only a VSC, it's not a full-on safety car. This will allow him to save VRS, save tyres.
Let's just say how far Felipe is. Felipe is far. And that's going to annoy him desperately as he is quite a bit far ahead.
He needs to keep that delta positive. As we are racing once again.
Yeah, green flag.
That might have caught some drivers out, but Ed's going to send it on Banky. Banky's really going to fight it. Ed can't afford any sort of... I'm not going to swear, but F-ups. As he's going to zoom past down the straight. That's going to promote him up into P6. Yeah, he must be loving this.
Definitely, as the 8 laps remaining. You know, Danny will have to do 16 laps on the mediums if he wants to still stick on the mediums. But, you know, the softs could benefit him a little bit more, but that could just put him all the way down to P10.
Danny, wait, hold on. Danny pitted on those tyres lap 12. He might try and thaw them out to the end, which is not what Edward needs. Then in doing that, maybe he might cause that a puncture for himself. It's 9 lap worn mediums. They're going to be at 50%, surely. If you look on board, there is no shine to those tyres. Same for the rear, so those tyres aren't the ones to be on for Danny. As Fakey gets another. I think that's 12 seconds.
Chuggo Lotso, that's going to make AB Broken also lock up his teammate. You know, Edward desperately wants to get past AB Broken, but AB Broken is really quick. AB is probably the quickest one on track in. He was phenomenal. I cannot get my words out. I'm going to say phenomenal. I cannot say it correctly. Yeah. I am not very good with pronunciation. AB's going to try to stick it down the inside of his teammate. This is going to allow Edward to get DRS.
I think Edward's going to have to just sit back and watch this. He can't do anything. Oh, he almost got
back of Truggo.
Oh, I pooped myself a little there.
Oh, imagine if that would cost him that.
I think Danny's starting to gain on Felipe a little. But if you ride on boards to show the viewers, he is understeering immensely. He's really struggling on those mediums. And then you compare that to somebody like a Broken or Troggo, they are pushing more because of their tyres. As Troggo has a little look-up coming into the final corner, Ed's going to use up ERS. He's going to take the racing line into turn 1. Troggo's going to fight it, but Ed is cleanly ahead. Troggo, I think he might have made a bit of contact with Troggo there. He is still ahead.
Yeah, he's still cleanly ahead. However, you know, you got the Williams driver in front of him and behind him. Edward in a sandwich of Williams. You know, struggle on the mediums. That's AB. AB's actually on hard, so. And AB has more ERS. you know, the 10 viewers, please follow us on Twitch and stay tuned. You know, as we've got season 2, sorry, coming up in 2 weeks' time. We could do with approximately at least another 2 commentators for the league.
I could do with a safety car at this point. I really want, because if there's a safety car, then Danny would have to pit, and then Broken and Duffy's are fighting.
What's the contact?
Ed's gonna take Broken. Ed will take Broken. He's got Duffy's now ahead.
Broken might go for it. What's the bit of wing damage contact? Did AB Broken get wing damage there as he went into the back on the McLaren?
I don't think he does.
Not 100% sure, and I don't think he does either. I do agree with Alfie there. I believe there was actually no contact, but on point of view from AB Broken, it looks like there was contact, but it looks like there is no contact as it's not even affecting AB Broken. But EDMG is using overtake mode as he wants to get into that P3, but he's not going to have enough room. On the other hand, he could have an opportunity now, but nah, the Ferrari is pulling away as Edward has.
Danny is struggling on those mediums. I'm surprised he's still able to go.
Yeah, 5 laps remaining, he is definitely pushing it.
He gets 3 seconds, and Broken just hit Ed. Broken just hit Ed on the exit of the corner. No, midway through the hairpin. Ed's not going to have that. I think he might clip that and try and get Broken a penalty. Nothing silly at the moment. Can we have a safety car? Bring the whole entire field back together. As I think Ed's going to get past Duffy's here. He's on 6% ERS. He launches it round the outside. He's ahead. And I think a bit of damage might have came off a car behind. Banky gets 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Given he is in the car that just lost a position, I'm presuming he might have damage.
Gap between EDMG and Danny.
I think Danny's in puncture territory at this point. Or he's going to be getting there. Yeah. Those mediums are on about 60% at this rate, and we have 5 laps to go. 7.3, so I think Ed is catching.
Alpha, do you want to check how many warnings each player has between Edward and Danny? Because
Danny's still going to be on just 2 because he's not gotten a penalty. Yeah, Ed's on 2. Ed's on 2 as well.
Woohoo!
But maybe not. Neither of them are racing as cleanly as they should be. But it's Ed behind Danny. He's going to be hoping for one of 2 things. Danny to box, which is unlikely to happen. But Danny to get a puncture and really fall down the grid. It's currently Stakey Tennis retired. I'm not sure what happened there. Is it just a normal retirement? Yeah, I think he's just retiring for the sake of it. It's just bringing out a yellow sector 2 at the moment. The looks of it, no, yeah, we're back on the racing. So no safety car.
Edward is gaining.
Ed's gaining.
Half a second gain.
Just right on board with Danny through the last 2 corners. And then right on board with Edward and just see the difference. It's night and day. Ed's taken more curb and getting on the throttle earlier. And yeah, he's gained a whole tenth just through that section of corners. Those 2 right-handers.
What do you think of Felipe? Felipe's done 12 laps on the mediums and he looks fantastic.
Yeah, I think Felipe, because his tyres are 1 lap less worn than Danny's. So I think Danny got a bit of oversteer in the corner. I think he just got onto the power a little bit too early.
Yeah, so we've got 11 viewers now, which is obviously great.
So, Felipe, how he's got 5 seconds of penalties. So, at this rate, Danny is going to win.
Chogo's looking for a move on his teammate of AB Broken. but looks like he just had a little bit of a lock up there, as it is very compact, you know, from 4th place to I believe till 8th is very compact. Drogo still only got actually under percent 10 ERS. He's going to gain a little bit more. He's on around 19% of ERS now as he just hit a braking zone. How's Ed doing? Ed's
It hasn't
lying
really
out.
gained this lap.
Yeah, he hasn't.
There's a yellow sector
flagging.
3. Rossi's off. Rossi has spun it. He's kept the car going, but I think he's struggling. Yeah, his mediums are 8 laps worn. So I think Tyre West's going to start kicking in for Ed now.
2 laps, and if you think about it, he has to gain an average at least 3.2 seconds per lap. No.
Let's be real, that is quite unlikely, as if you go on board with Danny, you can see there is tyre wear there, and there is a lack of grip. Ed's gained 8/10 this lap.
He's got 8% of ERS. He's now getting around 5% of ERS. That is not going to be good, as he just hit a little bit of a braking zone there, which will increase his amount of his ERS to around 15%. He's going to use some overtake now. So this is what a race. 6-second gap between him and Danny. Sorry, there's actually 3 laps remaining if you think about it. You got this lap, which is lap 26.
And then the
next two, so I do apologise. 3 laps remaining. This is going to be down to the wire.
At this rate, it's looking more and more better for Danny. For winning his own lead, I think that's quite ironic, I guess. But you know, it's his league that he's going to win. But he's done alright leading this league.
As he's just a second slower on that lap than he is.
Ed is only 1/10 off his personal best that last lap, so he, as mentioned, he's a man on a mission. He is gaining a flipping lot. Danny started to drop back more to Felipe. It's now 4 seconds. For Felipe to win this Grand Prix, he's going to have to gain about 5/10 this lap, 5/10 the next lap, and hope he'll be able to take it across the line without the penalties. But I'm sure Danny's going to be struggling with grip. You can see it, just the oversteer, exiting the corners. EDMG, Ed, my main man, he's got stable rear. Not like that. I know there's going to be somebody going, oh, that sounds funny. Oh, stable rear. No, he's got grip on those rear tyres, and he can push more. He now enters sector 3. Rossi has gotten a 3-second penalty. For a moment, I thought that was Danny, and I got a little bit excited. But I think Felipe might be able to take this across the line. Now it's 4.6 between him and Danny. He just needs to gain another 5/10 onto the final lap as he exits the final corner. He is now going to start lap 28 of 28. Danny comes across the line now, and now Ed across the line now. Danny is, you can see on the exits, just struggling with grip. Connor, I'm very sorry, I've been talking for a while. Do you want to say anything? Connor?
Yes.
You are there, right. Was that We Are the Champions?
You ruined it! Wow, I was gonna get the song ready.
Right. Danny's 4.9. Felipe, I think he might, if he's lucky, he might have done enough. It says a yellow sector 2. I think it's all
Danny
pushed
spins a
in.
bit oversteer there in sector 2. Now 4.3, 4.2, 4.1. EDMG is trying to
Duffy's just
crush
gotten
him
3
up.
seconds.
But Danny, in the racing point.
Felipe might be able to win this. Is this going to be
Felipe is
Felipe's first
definitely
win?
This is going to believe his second win.
Okay. Fair play to the
Danny's
lads.
now for second gap. 3.8.
3.8.
As it's coming down to the final few corners of the
Felipe
Abu
got a bit of
Dhabi
oversteer.
Grand Prix. A 3.6 is now a bit oversteered there by Danny.
But Felipe has done it. He's taking it across the line. We look back. Has Danny done enough to secure the championship? Yes, he has. He takes his merry time to take it across the line. Ed's going to be very disappointed. But what a race. Ed did more than enough, I think, to keep. Ed did. Ed gave it 110%, but it was not enough. And that man, TRT Danny Skedit, is champion of TRL Season 1 here in Abu Dhabi.
As you heard the song, Danny is the Season 1 Tier 1 Driving Championship winner, and he's gonna let his teammate lift up the trophy. As EDMG, you gotta give full credit to obviously EDMG for giving outstanding performance and season. Alfie, what do you think of the first season of the Tribute Racing League?
I think we have the right winner. Honestly, I think Danny's kept it consistent all season. Ed, I think that like halfway through the season, it looked like Ed would be the one to take it, but both of them have delivered to an extent that I don't think either of them thought that they could take it to.
Yeah.
Ed, honestly, I think, buddy, I think he did more than enough there.
We should do an interview, I'm not even joking.
Should we invite them?
Let's invite them. Let's get them in. Let's definitely get them in. Due to the last race, we need to get them in. Alfie, get them in right now. We need to get them in.
Hold on.
We need to get them in, as it is the final race.
Right, hold on, No, I need to view his gamer card. No, not Danny. Invite to party. Invite to party. Stop giggling, mate. We need to try and get these guys in.
Let's get the boys in.
Yes, Danny's
We
joined.
got Danny in. We need to
Make sure
also
to
get
include
EDMG.
Danny. Please make sure to include your audio for the
Yeah,
championship. Okay, cool. So, Tier 1 champion. How do you feel, buddy? That was a drive and a half.
Yeah, I feel amazing. And
Yeah,
GG's to
congratulations,
Ed.
buddy.
Great battle throughout the season.
Ed, can you
And-
make sure to include your audio for the Twitch stream?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah,
Wicked.
although
Right.
you Felipe for winning the race.
Yeah, congratulations to Felipe. He did a very good race.
Yeah.
But I think first of all, Ed, unlucky, buddy. Honestly.
It's cool. It's cool. I mean, the recovery drivers there. I got 5 seconds from someone hitting me up the back in the safety
Yeah,
car.
you gonna
Which put me in.
are you gonna submit a ticket for that?
Yeah, I mean, if I have to, I know it'll be removed. So
Yeah, fair
it was my
enough.
fault. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lap for donuts. But before we
pretty
leave you to do your laps of glory, if you like, Danny. To be honest, over here in commentary, we didn't think you'd be able to take those mediums to the end. I was
Neither
saying
did
on comms, I was like, he's in puncture territory. I don't think he'll be able to take it to the end, but you stepped up and achieved P2 in the race. And so, how were your tyres at the end? Like, what percent are we saying?
They were actually quite good. They were 60 4%, I think.
Okay, so not too
The mediums
bad.
actually take quite long. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
thought if there was another safety car or something, you'd come in and fit the softs. And even if there wasn't
I
a
would
safety car,
probably
I
done.
thought you'd have to pit again. But you've done enough to be season 1 champion.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and quickly, Danny, I would love to say thank you for what you've done for the league, for obviously for the Tribute Racing League. Obviously, you're setting up for Tier 3.
Yeah. Thanks for you commentating. Probably
It's
every
been a
race.
pleasure, because
Yeah, I
we'll
also
love
want to take the opportunity to thank the comp team. It's been really good all season, covering every race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ed,
Enjoyable to watch
Ed,
back.
don't make me blush, buddy.
Uh,
No, Ed,
at least I can beat you on a
I'll
car.
hop in a party with you after this, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, like I just
Right.
said to you, Danny, thank you for what you've done for the league, and obviously you deserve to win it. To Edward, obviously your uncle was in the stream yesterday asking if you was racing.
yeah, I know, I
Like,
know.
he supports you a lot,
Yeah, thanks.
and
Yeah, I've
it's
actually got my whole
surprising
family
to
watching.
yeah, it's
Oh.
surprising
So I got-
seeing like your family obviously supporting you. Like, not
Yeah.
much family members actually support their obviously their kids and that. Obviously, you must be proud to come second.
Yeah,
and
it's
obviously
pretty
your family
cool.
Must be.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to just talk to them about it, get them into it, and obviously with lockdown at the moment, that's the best way to keep in contact with them. So,
Yeah, definitely, as it has been a
So,
hard time.
God, I've never done donuts to this wheel before.
I mean, yesterday I remember you messaging me saying that a certain Tom Gordon decided to break the wheel.
Yeah, rip the wheel off the stand. So that
Hey,
was a
let's
quick
do
fix.
donuts. Like, the
Wait, where
challenge
are you?
For some
is
reason,
donuts, yeah.
for some reason,
Yeah,
I'm not
I'll
joining
follow you.
the lobby, so I'm just watching off the stream.
Yes, we just
But,
spectating
Alright,
Danny
I'll
doing his
take a time
donuts.
Oh, pro.
As
Or,
we all enjoying it.
So for season 2, Ed, will you give it to Danny and take it to P1 or?
Well, I mean, considering I have 3 rounds where I didn't finish, we're going to gloss over Monza because I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, if I get a decent 2 rounds at the start, then I reckon I can have it. But honestly, in the last 4 or 5 rounds, Danny's been unstoppable. So, I mean, he deserves it more than me. So, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, thanks.
No worries, man.
I actually do have another question for Danny. What is the next step for this league, as you are the owner of the league? What is the next step? Do you have
Next
any?
step is to obviously get the tier 3, and then we have a Sticorso league in the making. We're just gonna handle it, and then let's see what happens. That's basically the goals for next couple of months.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because we need more drivers to obviously give you more of a battle, I would say. There was a couple of drivers that are good on certain tracks, but not all around. So hopefully we can get some more drivers that can actually give you more of a better race.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna try
will
absolute best to
try.
get more drivers for the next season.
I will also
Yeah,
try
Danny,
help.
you done really well with the league this year,
Yeah, thanks.
this season.
So if we all take a bow in our houses in front of our wheels, to Danny, he's rocked this league, and I'm happy to say I'm a part of this pretty cool community.
I second that.
Yeah, great to have you.
I'll
Yeah.
drink to that. Let me get my glass of water. Cheers.
I'm just sat here with my controller going, yeah.
Bro, you don't have a wheel? Noob.
No, I do not. If you have any,
Anyway.
if you have any ideas of wheels, let me know, cause I wanna go on wheel. Just text me what wheels you play on, like all your equipment. See if I can get it.
I think you
Actually,
should get Logitech or Trustmaster for the first wheel.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
Thrustmaster TMX for 3 years, I think. And I found a good deal on a CSO Elite, so I just went for that.
Yeah, as it is my birthday in a couple of weeks, because we do start on the week on my birthday. Alfie, would you love to end the stream, or do you want to carry on talking?
Do you know what? Yeah, let's. I feel like it's a sweet place to stop the final race for the season. So everybody who's watching, all 10 viewers, well, hey. Oh, Ed, for goodness sake. What have I told you about track limits? Right, so to all 10 viewers watching, this has been TRL round 16 here at Abu Dhabi. We have a champion, and we have tier 2 coming up soon. So please do stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care and peace.
And also, quick note, follow us on YouTube and also follow us on Twitch. And if you are interested of joining the league, click in the description and join through Discord and do the following steps to join our league. So we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Everybody, take care and stay safe. I know it's a difficult period still, but you know, we've got a 12-week calendar for season 2, so we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye, ladies and gentlemen.